Hi guys, this week I'm showing you how to make a belt loop for your canine tail that we will make in part 2. So this video is just the belt loop, this bit. I don't provide belts with the tails that I sell, but you can pick them up quite cheap in charity shops and thrift shops. So yeah, let's get on with how to make a belt loop. I nearly forgot then what it was called. Okay, so ideally, I mean, I think it's personal preference obviously, but I would want the belt loop to be the same colour as the belt, because then I think it would not fade in, what's the word? Like camouflage as such. But some people like the belt loop to match the top, the same colour as the top fur. So I think I'm going to do the same with this one and use maybe that one, or I thought I had a brighter pink somewhere. Right, I need to put this down to try and find it. Right, I found it. So this will match the top fur. Yeah, that matches pretty well. Getting better at matching colours. Not always been a talent of mine. So yeah, how am I going to show you this? I don't know, because my proper tripod I've left somewhere and can't find it. So let's figure this out. So you want to cut, it's almost like you're doing cuffs. I do 2 layers, so cut along here. And the longer you cut them out first, if you make a mistake later. Oh gosh, there's some fur just fell off the shelf, made Jade jump. Yeah, if you cut them out quite long, if you make any mistakes on the sewing machine later on, then you know you've still got quite a bit to play with. But I will find a measuring tape and measure that for you guys. So that's about 22 centimetres. Depends on how big your actual belt is, but an average belt that probably would do it. So yeah, obviously I'm going to cut this bit, which will make it shorter, and you want them both to match, but you can trim them a bit later on, which I'll show you. Okay, so it's sewing machine time. Remember, I'm making 2 belts, so I need 2 belt loops. So yeah, if you've not got a sewing machine, you can make them hand sewn, but it's a lot more difficult, and it'll probably make your fingers a bit sore, and they might not be as secure. But the way I make them even more secure is I sew lines going through, so it just makes them like even more stronger. Even more stronger. Wow, I've got an English degree, people. You won't think so. So I'll show you now how I do that. Oh my god, I don't know what's happening to me. I think I'm going crazy. And I don't know how I'm going to show you because I don't have my iPad. iPod? Nope. Tripod. Right, come on, let's give this a go. So, I'm just going to sew along here. And if you've noticed, I sew first, and then I press the reverse button, and then that just locks it on, because otherwise if you just sew it will just come apart again, but it's called locking on. And then I do the same at the end. I lock off, as it's called. And yeah, you can end up going a bit wobbly. But you know, it's a belt loop, you can't really see it that much. Yeah, I normally do maybe 5 lines of stitching, and it just makes it more secure, because I think over time felt can like loosen, sort of come apart as such. I think on this one I'm going to end up doing 4 lines of sewing. So yeah, they're normally a bit neater than that, but I think it's just nerves because I'm doing it on camera. That's my excuse anyway. And then you can you see this? I don't know. And then you can trim, so you can see these bits a bit longer on one side. You just trim it so it's a lot neater. Get all the excess threads off, things like that. Yeah, there's another one there. So I've got 2 there. That one's a lot neater because I did it off camera and I wasn't as nervous. Because nobody was watching. This next stage, you do it on the sewing machine. You can hand sew it, like I said, but it's a lot tougher because you know you're going through a lot more layers there when you fold it. But if you're using a sewing machine, I want you to be really careful because it can snap the sewing machine needle, and it can fling up, and like I've had one almost like go on my eye here and all sorts. So yeah, just these next 2 stages, just be really careful. Maybe take it really slow on the sewing machine. I found experimenting, I found the slower you go on the sewing machine, the less likely the needle will break, and you can control it better. And yeah, you can see, if you can normally tell, if you go slow, you can normally tell if the needle's about to break, and then that saves you losing your eyes, basically. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is, so we've done that. We've done 2 pieces of felt, 5 lines of thread. So what we're going to do is just fold it like that. And then we're going to sew across here, across this bit. We'll do that now. So with this bit, you can go quite fast because it's 4 layers. It all depends on what sewing machine you've got, but my bad boy is pretty good. It's the next stage that you have to be really careful, so let's get this done. So that's that one. Okay, so we've sewed that like that. Some people do use them like that, but I can't really work out how to then attach them to a tail and for them to look pretty good and secure. So what I do is I fold it again like that, because then this bit goes to the tail, and then you've got this bit for your belt. So it ends up like that. So yeah, the tail's here, this is inside the tail, and then your belt is here. Goes through there. So you can fit quite a big belt there if you want to. So yeah, this stage, because now you've got, how many layers there? 6 layers. This can be the scary bit on the sewing machine. yeah, we'll just take it slow. So nice and slow. Right, that wasn't too bad. It's even scarier when you're attaching it to the belt because you've then got 2 more layers, which is fur. So yeah, you sew in how many layers? There's 6, 8 layers together then, and that can, the sewing machine can struggle with that, and I can't blame it really. So yeah, that's one belt done. I'm just quickly doing the second one. Yeah, not too bad there. Oh, I thought I always get nervous doing that. Okay, so there we have it. We've got a canine belt loop ready to go on our tail that we are going to make next week, possibly. I don't know, I'm not sure. I'll let you guys know. So yeah, so you can use these belt loops on canine, feline, most belts really. I use them on nub tails as well. So yeah, that is your belt loop. So I'm hoping I've explained this pretty well. If I haven't, let me know, and I'll try my best to improve. So yeah, if you want to know how to make the actual tail bit, then just keep an eye out on the channel. I'll probably notify people on Instagram that the second part is out. I was thinking about maybe doing it in 3 parts, because I mean, making patterns could be another lesson. So yeah, I need to think about that, but for now, there's your belt loop. You only need 1 for 1 tail, or you could use 2 if you want it stronger. But anyway, that's just complicating things. Let's keep things simple. I like to keep life simple. Belt loop done. Next. Cheers guys. Please subscribe, like, tinkle the bell, and I'll see you on Thursday for a quick update. Bye.